Hello Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This is a general collective Sagittarian reading. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that helps to push the videos around YouTube and more people get to see them. Okay, let's have a look here now. All right, so I'm going to start here. As I said, we've got Neptune sacrifice. That's one of the elements of the Neptune card. It has a lot of elements to it. It does rule normally the 12th house. So this is service to others. It's also service to others in a way where it can sometimes come across as a sacrifice, either your time or your energy. You're actually giving that over to assist others at this time. But it's also got a very otherworldly element to it. Neptune is a direct connection to the divine. So this is about you may be dreaming a lot. You may be having a lot of dream state, like downloads, information from the divine, from the universe coming to you. This can be inspiration, imagination, any kind of inspiration and imaginative kinds of activities. So this can be music, or it can be art, or it can be film. Film industry comes in under Neptune, and it can also be to do with any sort of activity which is related to that. So that may be, for some of you, this may be developing your psychic awareness, your channeling ability, and all of those elements do come in as well. The other side of Neptune is just be careful that you are not becoming a little bit of a doormat somewhere along the line. That can sometimes happen, where you get taken advantage of for your good nature or for your compassionate side, and you get drawn into other people's complexities and issues. Sometimes that can happen. It can, for some people, it can mean mixing with the wrong crowd, or it can be that you've just got somebody who's draining you at the moment. So you may just have to check a few things and make sure that you are not getting yourself into those sort of situations. But there is that service to others element to this card as well. So it does have that element to it. There is a sort of an aspect of escapism with this, where you may want to get out from under certain situations which you are bound to at the moment. So it can be just, going with things until you can see a gap in the road later on. So it is just going with things initially. And it can involve also you wanting to retreat or withdraw, or finding it necessary to retreat and withdraw periodically, just to rebalance your energies and to be able to cope with whatever may be going on around you. This time of the year, there are a lot of pressures, a lot of things happening, and sometimes you do need to retreat from others so that you can just spend time by yourself to rebalance your energies, and just to do sort of lucid dreaming, or to follow an artistic activity which is relevant to you at this time. But it does really very much rule the unconscious as well. Everything in those realms does tend to come up under the Neptune card. And these are things that go on in the background, in the inner workings of yourself. This could be complexities, programming that you've inherited from your environment, from your parents, and so on. And this can sometimes create like self-sabotage or self-undoing tendencies, where you tend to trip yourself up, or you tend to deny certain things because you don't feel that you have the self-worth or the self-confidence or whatever it may be. Just know that you are worthy, and that these are just aspects which are part of your programming, and you can overcome them. So don't allow confusion and dreaminess, or a sort of a lack of focus to trip you up as well. Sometimes with Neptune, there can be a little bit of almost like I said, dreaminess. The dreaming can be very helpful, but it can also be almost like a fantasy or an illusion. You will need to be sort of grounding yourself periodically. Spend time in nature or near the water, which will help you as well. Any water body will be helpful. But the highest aspect of this card is connecting to that reality and also to the universe in beautiful ways. And then the other side of it is protecting your energy and in some way helping others in some way, shape or form. There can also be karmic situations coming up with this, or karmic contracts, in other words, with soulmates and so on. Things may be coming up where you are working together on certain things, or you have people around you who are soulmates, or you're in contract with them this lifetime to do certain things together. Now, we've also got Bridget here. Don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. So I do feel this is coming in with the Neptune card, that you may be in some ways being drawn in to other people's complexities or issues or problems. And I mean, as I said, you need to protect your energy. But it is also about standing up for yourself in some way, shape or form. So this may be just making time for yourself. Having that time for yourself where you can do what is important to you, what enriches you, standing up for what you believe is right for yourself, and in other situations where your advice or your support is called for. But it is very much showing up for yourself, and this means loving yourself and doing things which are appropriate for you. So don't lose your power. Don't give your power away. Make sure that you are standing up, showing up for yourself, for your own interests, your own hobbies, your own, whatever it may be. It can even be relationship based. So just make sure you're standing up for yourself and that you are protecting your energy. And, don't back down. Don't give way on certain things just because it's easier, This is about nurturing what is important to you, showing up for yourself and showing up for what you believe in. You may have to put your foot down on certain issues as well when Bridget comes in. Now, we've also got reliability coming in here. So I do feel that with the Neptune card, sometimes for some of you, it's not going to be applying to all of you, but in some of you, there can be the tendency to sort of slip away and just escape from issues or escape from things. And sometimes the reliability can desert you under those circumstances where you just get so overwhelmed that you just want to slip away. So make sure that you are grounding yourself, as I said, on a regular basis in nature, but also at any kind of water body, doing exercise, spending time on your own, building up your own inner strength and your own self-love. Because if you're going to be called upon to be reliable in certain circumstances to others, helping others in some way, shape or form, you need to come from a full cup. You can't be coming from somewhere which is tired, resentful, and you're not showing yourself self-love, and you're not allocating time for your own interests and what you love to do, or who you love. There are various aspects that can come in. You may have demands being placed on you currently, and you just need to have a clear arrangement of your time so that you can be there for the people that have asked you to be there, but you're also showing up for yourself. So it's like a balancing act as well. Okay, so we have 7th house. This is the house of relationships. All close one-on-one personal relationships come in here. So this can be a love relationship, or it can be like a business partnership, or it can be any other close personal one-on-one relationship around you at this time. So now just bear in mind, for these readings, aspects may resonate with you, but you may have other people around you at this time, and some parts of these readings may come up for them. You may see this playing out in their life. The 7th house also does cover the lower courts in some instances. Okay, so we've got you two cards which kind of almost contradict each other. We've got the Sagittarius energy, which is the very expansive, freedom-loving, and very sort of optimistic, cheerful, outgoing, outdoorsy, likes to be social, and so on. And then you have boundaries, which is kind of, if you like, putting structures within that freedom. So I think what needs to be said here, what needs to be done here, is that just make sure, as I said with the Neptune card and with Bridget, that you are not being sucked into situations which are draining your energy. You may just have to assert a few boundaries there in order to prevent that from happening. Because you are a Sagittarius and you have the Sagittarian fiery, freedom-loving energy, This is very natural to you. It's going to be your natural way of dealing with things. You're going to want to be out, getting out and doing things. And this may have been curtailed in some way at this time. Or you may be longing for it, or you may just be finding that, you need to bring this expansive energy in some way into your relationships. It can also be just bringing in that optimistic, cheerful, and expansive view. It's like a big picture view, being able to see the picture, visioning a brighter future, seeing things in technicolor or panorama. That is very much a Sagittarian thing. It's looking into the stars and being expansive. So you may need to bring that energy into your relationships at this time. You may need to bring that in. So see how it relates to you right now. As I said, this time of the year, often there are responsibilities and family issues that crop up. And so you may just be pining for the fjords. You may be wanting to get out and go and do things for yourself and actually just have a bit of fun and release and so on. Or it could be that you may be wanting to sort of enjoy your own pursuits, whatever that may be, whether it's education of some sort, whether it's your belief systems or your religious studies or philosophy. You may even want to travel at this time. You may very badly want to travel right now. And this is a Sagittarian longing, the enjoyment of travel and the enjoyment of changing their environments to explore new things, explore new cultures, a little bit of adventure, a little bit of exploration, and so on. So this is kind of being curtailed in the world at this time. And you may just find that this is sort of bubbling up towards you at this time. And you may just have a few boundaries on you right now. But, going into the new year, eventually things will shift, and then you will get the opportunity to implement whatever is the strong Sagittarian energy for you, whether it's traveling or whether it's exploring in some way or studying or, whatever is going to be right for you. But I do feel from a relationship point of view, it's about perhaps planning something together. Or it's actually exploring various aspects of your relationships with these people in your life to give you the freedom and to give you the opportunity to be more social and to get out and about and do things. It's also very much about faith. It's about wisdom. It's about seeking the truth and so on. So all of these aspects may need to be coming in, but it's an optimistic, outgoing, social, outdoorsy kind of an energy. And you may just need to bring that into these relationships at this time. It can also be, as I said, you may need to put in a few boundaries within your relationships because you have these two cards here, which can sometimes be bringing those issues up. So you may need to do this. And it says here, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So I feel this is appropriate because of the Neptune card and because you've got Bridget. So there are demands that are being placed on you currently, and you may just be feeling a little bit rebellious and a little bit stifled by this situation. Or it could be in this house of partners that that this energy needs to come in to the relationship, and your boundaries may be so strongly in place that you have blocked certain aspects of these energies from coming in. Your boundaries may be so strong that you're actually not allowing certain things to come in. So love yourself enough to say no when the energy is not right, but also to review those boundaries periodically to make sure that you're not closed, that you haven't closed off your heart or you haven't closed off your energy, which will then block your close personal relationships as well from blossoming, So it depends on your situation, it depends on you, it depends on how you are using your Sagittarian energy at this time. But all of those aspects may be coming in right now. Then we've got the third house here. Third house is everything to do with communication. So this is communication as in written, verbal, body language. This house also covers documents and contracts of all kinds. So anything written. You may also be receiving news or some sort of message or something coming to you. You could be hearing something as well. It could become in the form of gossip. But It's also that it may also be that you need to communicate with others in some way with this house in your spread here. The third house covers communications with general relatives, aunts, uncles, cousins, and siblings, also neighbors. So there may be something specific either coming in from them, or you delivering messages to them, or there is some kind of exchange between you. But it can also just be that you are taking short journeys at this time, or you may need to take a short journey. Perhaps it's a small escape to get away and just recharge your batteries. It can involve a car or maps, some sort of little trip away. That can also come in. But above and beyond everything, it's communication that rules this house. So now at the top here, we've got void of course, at the bottom, we've got void of course moon. And we've also got Vesta home. So it looks to me like you are communicating with others around you, and it could be those relatives I mentioned, or it could be neighbors, or it could be some other people just in your environment at this time. You're communicating to do with home issues, but also it's saying to you here, void of course moon missing. So now the energy of this card is that it's saying to you, just stay as you are for the moment. With the energy of this, what happens is the moon is between signs. It goes into a shadow period where you don't have the light of the moon. You don't have that ability to see very clearly. It's saying that things are not what they seem at the moment. And there's issues going on, or there are things unfolding or happening in the background which you are not aware of at this time. So just stay as you are, continue as you are, make sure that you're getting enough rest. It's a recovery period. It's about sleep. It's about dreaming, but it's also about planning. So whatever is restful for you. Dreaming did come up with the Neptune situation. So it could be just that you need to rest right now. This is saying do not take any big actions or big initiations while the energy is on you. Because what will happen is when the moon goes through that shadow period, you don't have the benefit of that light. And what it can mean is that whatever you initiate or some big action that you try to take will either get no result or the wrong result. And this can be, it can apply to all kinds of things. This energy normally is not long lasting. It happens normally for a couple of days. Or a short period of time, maybe a week, where the influence is on you. So you may find that during the course of this month, this may be the case. And I think that you will get notification when it is time to move forward again with your plans or something that you are initiating. But just continue as normal, carry on doing your normal routines. Just keep your energies flowing, doing what you would normally do, and wait until you get the signal to put your energies into things that are very, very important for you. This, as I said, may involve collaboration with others at this time. So just see how this comes out for you. You've got Vesta at the top home, so your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. So there is some kind of communication. Perhaps you are waiting for a contract or a document to come in because you're changing your home. You may be upscaling, downscaling, renovating, relocating, whatever it may be. And there's some communication that has got to be done to do with that. And you may just be waiting for this to come in. Now, with the void, of course, moon missing, there may be a little bit of a delay. All right, there may be a delay because sometimes things can happen like that with void of course moon. There are things going on, things are not quite what they seem. Okay, so it could be either that or somebody is moving out or somebody is moving in, or you're changing your home in some way, but will be better. There will be an improvement, so whatever the situation is, whether you're moving or somebody is changing, you've got a change of the occupants. It depends on your living situation, but just take it as it resonates. But there's definitely some communication or some aspect related to documentation. It could even be a short trip. You may be taking a short drive somewhere to go and investigate a new home, or to sign up for a new home, or you're selling your home. Something like that may be coming in. But she's just the energy is just to say, just beware with this energy. Hold off as long as you can until the energy has shifted. Just continue with your normal situations, carrying on, and just, avoid sort of initiating massive things or taking big actions, which are hugely important to you because it may not work out as planned. So just see how that comes in for you. Then we've got the 11th house. The 11th house covers everything to do with friendships, but it's also your hopes, your dreams, your personal hobbies and interests. What you're planning for the future. What is your future vision for yourself at this time in relation to what else is going on around you? So it's the pushing forward or the imaginings of that, the visioning of that. It's also the 11th house also deals with your ideals, So what is your ideal situation? What are you dreaming about? What are you planning? And you've got Neptune here about what you're dreaming and planning. And just be careful that you don't let go of a dream that you may have. Don't back down. Stand up for what you believe in. Stand up for what is right for you, what is close to your heart, what is most meaningful for you. What is really important for you. Don't give your power away to others at this time. Your vision for yourself and your ideal future and so on is very much coming in with the 11th house. It can also cover a number of other things, and this is about social trends and global consciousness, group consciousness. You may be seeing a big shift of belief systems and global consciousness at this time, and it may be really affecting you in some way. It could also be that you are now seeing, because of things happening in the world, that you're seeing certain things that you would like to support, like social reform, or groups that you would like to join, whether it's online or physically. It can also be associations, societies, clubs, that sort of thing. You may be either shifting and moving out of those groups because they're no longer serving you, or you may be joining them to do certain things, depending on your sense of your place in the world and what it is that you would like to give back, or what you would like to get involved with. All of that comes in with this. But it can also be aspects of like trends and fads and fashions and so on. That may be appropriate for you, especially if you're in the film industry. Neptune does rule the film industry. It also rules, in some cases, perfumes and oils and parts of the beauty industry. So that may be appropriate for you. And it's about tracking those trends, or tracking trends in society and in the world at the moment. But I feel for you, it could very much be to do with friendships. Perhaps your friendships are changing, but also your personal hopes and dreams and wishes at this time. Now we've got water element sensing here. So this is about going with the flow. There may be things going on around you at this time, and just let them carry on. This may be a time of retreat for you, or you would just want to be quiet at the moment. And this goes in with the void, of course, missing, and also with the Neptune card. You may just need to retreat periodically. This is also, again, about tapping into your higher abilities and tapping into the universe, because you get a lot of, when this element is in play, you get a lot of inspiration from when it comes to your imagination, artistic ability, or any kind of creative ability that you have. It's getting in touch with that. It's resting, dreaming, and doing things which are life enhancing for you. It's also about gathering your resources and your energies, because this is like a pause period before action. So you may be in the very near future wanting to take, because of this action here with the third house that is waiting in the wings to occur, you may very well be wanting to take action in some way. It could even be with travel, with the Sagittarian card coming in. There may be something that you want to do. And you're just gathering your energy and your resources in preparation for that. So this is like a pause period. It's time to rest, sleep, dream, create, do artistic things, whatever is right for you, just to gather your resources and time and energy in preparation. That's very much what it's about. Again, it's also about not allowing others to take advantage of you at this time. Again, it comes in, it was in here with the Neptune card, and here it is again. So just be careful. For some people, they might find that they're becoming a doormat or they are taken advantage of in some way. So just ensure that you are putting your boundaries in place and that you are standing up for yourself and actually giving yourself your personal time, which is only for you to enjoy, relax, sleep, recover, prepare, because there is action going to come, is going to come in. And the water element is also about going with what you sense, what you feel. Now, this could be to do with your friendships, or it could be to do with whatever is going on in your environment, but it's also very much to do with your hopes and dreams and your personal hobbies and interests, what it is you're striving for out there. And it's sensing. So it's about following your what you're sensing, your instincts, your intuitions. Logic may not come into this at all. All right. So don't be sort of concerned that it's not following a logical pattern, what you are feeling inside about what it is that you need to do. Put that aside, because with the water element card, you flow. With this energy, you flow around obstacles. You follow the river. You just go with the flow until such time as you need to take action. At the top here, we've got Bast Independent. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So whether this is being independent within your friendships, some of you may have a big group of friends or a lot of friends around you at this time, or just friends that you connect with, and you find that you are often caught up with them in activities and so on. It depends on where you are in the world and what is happening in your situation. But it's saying to you that you do need to make sure that you have time for yourself to pursue your own interests, and also time to just do what you need to do. It's important. Or it may be within your home environment or within your society or your club or your group activity. You need to be kind of independent in your approach there. And that just make sure that you are keeping, that you are an individual within a group, okay? Because for some of you, with the Neptune card coming in, it could be that you are getting involved in a crowd that may not be right for you, okay? So just be aware of that, think about that, see how it applies to you. It may not apply, it may only apply to a fraction of you, so just see how that comes in. But it's saying to you that your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So however that applies for you in this house, you may be an independent thinker, and you may be thinking very differently from your friends. Perhaps you've outgrown them. Perhaps you've outgrown your friendship circles. Perhaps you've outgrown the groups and societies and other activities that you were doing with others. Or you've outgrown what is moving around in society. The global, there's global consciousness. There's a massive surge towards that at the moment. And so many things are shifting right now, and you might just find that you as an individual, because you're independent and you're an independent thinker and a critical thinker, you may not be actually, you're not seeing the same things that you did before. You're not seeing, you may just find that friendships around you at this time, you're not gelling with them any longer. Just because you've outgrown them, you've stretched, you've grown, you've perhaps expanded your awareness quite considerably. And this can also happen with Sagittarius energy as well. You've expanded, you've seen other things, you've experienced other things, and now you're, what you feel comfortable with and what you have done for probably a number of years in your life with your friendships and in group activities just isn't resonating with you anymore, because you've grown, you've changed, your perception has shifted. So all of these things may be coming in for you, but your independence, whether it's in thinking, physically or emotionally, you still can be in collaboration with others and still be seeing others, but you may just find that the goalposts have changed now. So for the bottom of the Fairy Tarot, we've got renewal. Review the past and present so that you can plan a bright new future. Understanding your life purpose. Releasing judgments of yourself and others. So I feel this is important. So review the past and present so that you can plan a bright new future. This is what the Sagittarian card is asking you to do. And this is what the water element card is asking you to do. And the 11th house is all about your dreams, your visions for the future, what you want to plan for yourself. And it involves relationships, it involves communication, and it involves your sort of social environment. And it's saying, don't back down on those dreams. Okay, they're important for you. That's important for you. What is important for you, what is close to your heart, is what you need to be pursuing now. Planning for that. That's what this is. This is planning. With the void of course moon, this is getting prepared, doing the preparation, just biding your time. Basically, that's what this is. And understanding your life purpose, which can very much come via Neptune. Neptune can very much do that for you, understanding it from a universal perspective, and then releasing judgments of yourself and others. And this can also be very much about the water element card, just letting those things go, letting them go, releasing judgments so that you can just flow. You can move with the energies. Your energies are not trapped in relationships or situations which are holding you down. You need to flow. Again, stand up for what is right for you, and always, hold your energy sacred as you move forward at this time. So this is the energy of renewal. And then lastly, we have the Sun card, plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations. Gratitude for the blessings of life. So the Sun card is the ultimate card in the deck, in any deck pretty much. It's a beautiful, beautiful energy. It's all positive things. There is nothing negative about this card. It's all positive things. It's basically the yes card. Yes to your dreams. Yes to what is closest to your heart. Whatever the basis is for that, whatever is you're fighting for. This is very, very important. And this is basically saying, yes, go for it. Your plans are going to work out. So all this planning that you're going to be doing during the void of course moon, and with the water element, and what you're visioning for yourself in the future, when your relationships, your communication, and your social circle, and with your hopes and dreams, all of these things, plans that work out perfectly. So really, you can't go wrong with the Sun card. It's a beautiful card. It's a very positive card. It's positive karma. Everything comes with the Sun card. It's just really beautiful. It's got a very positive, sunny, confident, influential. You may be embodying this energy once you've been through this phase. It's about aiming for that, being influencing your environment, being confident, taking a leadership role may also be coming in with this. So, but it really is, the sun is shining on you. You may be getting rewards or some kind of blessing coming to you, however that comes to you, but blessings are on their way. And just enjoy this beautiful energy and know that this is coming in for you, even though you are going through this transitionary phase right now. Okay, Sagittarius, hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful month. And please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. And I will see you next time.